Alright, we have a plan here. Welcome back. Everything goes dark and you die. That's right, we start out by bringing the damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
You start out with a gentle, wholesome
You're here
heart.
to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I think this time we're going to put up a fight. Let's see here. People of Evolution.
Spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Don't believe a word she says.
Don't believe a word she says.
Okay.
We're not going to go through
Yay.
with it, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Let's go.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
The blade is your implement. You will need it if you want to do this right. Okay,
You
yay.
take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult
been a while
to
since
slay
we've
the
been here.
princess and save the world without it.
We know what we have to do. Let's go. We're here to fight.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the
Princess really lives here. Slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Her voice
Yep.
carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Let's continue on.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Well, maybe. Just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I know if we attack her right away, we can kill her. If we don't attack her right away, we keep the knife. Then we get into a fight. Tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Been a while since I've been in here, but I still love those little details. You tighten your grip on the blade, she looks nervous.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I'm not dropping that blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Okay.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt
Alright,
to run her
I think we're on the
through.
right track.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Ow.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Girlie said, catch these
Holy
hands.
shit, that hurts.
Yeah, right?
She's unarmed. The shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
Princess got a star. Princess got a star for that one.
Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with
Punch
your
Out
body
style.
as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
I don't remember.
You and the
Fight it out.
princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now.
Right.
Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there?
Boing,
If
boing,
the princess
boing.
doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
Ruptured organs bouncing around your ribcage skee-ball style.
The two of you clash for the final time.
Ooh.
You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
Well, this send us to... No, that won't send us to Witch.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yeah. Okay, good. This is where I wanted to be.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Now we're gonna fight for
And
real,
in
for
the
real.
basement of that cabin is
The
a
one
princess.
time we were here before.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
It's when we had the straight up boxing match where she like completely unthreaded us and we got the achievement that we died. I didn't hear no bell. We just kept getting up and up and up. Alright. Already slew the
I can
princess.
assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right?
So who'd we
It's going
pick
to
up?
be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine.
Ah,
It
yeah.
doesn't matter if he
Good
can
stuff.
hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning. That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Alright. Let's go.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight. Are you sure about that?
Cheat, maybe.
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice.
Not exactly terrible advice. That path always like a big rut in the ground.
The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear? Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
Oops. Let's go.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if
Tighter
trying to
than-
forcefully
than you would-
direct
than
you
it
towards
would.
your destination.
You would expect.
The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
There's a possible path through this if we don't take... Alright, if we don't take the blade, it's, let's just go in. If you don't take the blade, you can box her and die. shoot. No. If the princess lives here, then slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
The good fight part is just a bonus.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Is this one where she just rips it
Looks like
off?
she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
Just pure Oni form.
And you brought your little knife, too. Yes.
Okay, I'll be confirming that we did not last time.
I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
Oh shit, sick. Hope you heard all that, Mr. Narrator. This is a lot different than last time, but last time definitely happened.
What's that? Oh, that whole deja vu situation. Yes, it does seem like you and the princess remember each other, so let's say for a moment that I do believe you.
Let's say...
For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time. Are you okay?
I'm having an existential crisis
Of
here.
course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
We can bail. I love that. That's awesome. How many pages are we on here? Look at how long our adventure is going on page 24. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight. I think we the two of us have a few things to unpack first, like we're both still alive.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done.
New speedrun
Don't we
record.
get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Alright, let's go.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count. Oh, we'll make it count, all right. As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor.
Girl's got bigger hands.
You hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact. She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me.
Oh?
It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
Don't let her get in your head. Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win.
It's a hefty cut, though.
She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action. Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
The only way to win is to win. Outmaneuver, strike head on. I feel like we went to the Fury before. when we... If he doesn't like when we, like, stood up there with power, I think we went to the Fury? I'm just gonna jump here. Yeah, I think the other gap here was the Fury. Let's do this.
Push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last. This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her.
Oh.
She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
It's a little like fighting a boss fight in a narrow hallway.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
Princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
We're the ones getting gripped.
How disappointing.
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter. Everything goes dark, and you die.
So that went well. Ooh, the Eye of the Needle.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there. Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it. So what? You'd have us cower in a corner? No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included.
This is a genuine debate between the voices here.
Challenging us on all the looping. Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason.
So at least see what the cabin looks like here.
We're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you.
Yeah, we haven't talked enough about how different this place is. I wouldn't even call this the woods. It's like her influence is poured out into the world.
It's one of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further. Things are always changing. She changed, the cabin changed, we've changed. Why wouldn't the woods change too?
Right.
Because they're not supposed to have changed. This is supposed to be a path in the woods. If it's not, it means something's gone horribly wrong.
Alright, what if I don't agree with the plan? What if I'd rather do something
You're the
else?
chooser. The best we can do is advise. But we can help if you let us. These are just powerless thoughts and opinions. You don't need to let them drag you and the world to ruin.
No matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. We might as well see this through.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament.
It's like we went through a tunnel of sorts.
No last advice for us? No words of warning? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind. I don't know, screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis. Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us, something to chase.
Let's go.
The interior of
Blade.
the cabin is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note, is an iron altar jutting out from the wall. A pristine blade perched on its edge. The
Blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
See? We have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there. Take it.
I mean,
You
do we
take the
get a
blade
choice
from the
here?
altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. There's no overcoming her without it. We need every part of us to survive, and that steel claw is as much a part of us as any.
There's a way forward. There's a mirror at the end of the room, and that's
A
it.
mirror? But there is no mirror. There's the iron altar and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. But there isn't a door. There is. Circles, circles, all of it circles. There's something for us at the end of the room. The what and the why don't matter until we know them. I agree with the freak. Let's get a move on already.
Well, that's a little
Worst
mean,
comes
but
to
alright.
worst, we can smash it.
Sick. Alright.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You're rather committed to the bit, aren't you?
Yeah.
The door's right there. It's right in front of you. It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean?
Wipe,
You
wipe, wipe.
reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead. Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort.
We're just gonna encounter her like a cave diver style. Just we gotta slide down feet first in a little tunnel and just gonna look up and see her face staring up at a tiny hole. Like, hi.
The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If
The princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
I mean, it makes sense that they reuse the line with a number of times it shows up in every route, but it's just the total clash is amusing and feels intentional. I love it.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Goda, rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
No, actually, I can't do it. That's all I got. I'm out here. If you want to fight, then how about you come get one?
That's not how this works. I'm all chained up, remember? How about you come down here and fight me?
You got out of it last time.
Those chains were nothing to her last time, and they'll be nothing to her this time. But we need to show ourselves first to make her boil over.
Do we really think if we go down there, we can flee without her
I
getting
might.
us? Alright, down we
Nowhere
get.
to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. Remember, every crack and crevice will need to be faster than her.
Oh,
Turn to face what lies at
sick.
the end of the narrow tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness. Her face widens into a broad grin.
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling! Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade in my flesh, break your bones against my body. I want a real challenge this time.
We can't get that close. She'll kill us in the tight space, steel claw or not. Make her come to us, stand beyond her chains, and let her become frenzied. She'll break them. Then we run. I really don't like the sound of this. It's the only way we live.
Bro's got a point.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do.
In order to make this work, like the only way it works, facing her down in this close quarters, if we were strong enough to just lock up with her and overpower her, and we were not. She
So go
crushed us
on.
like a grape.
Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
I'll do E4, pass. Dog at first. We can always fight when we're done, but I have questions. I want to know what happened after you killed me.
We've talked plenty. I'm sick of talking. I'm sick of waiting. I'm sick of you standing just out of reach and teasing me with a fight you won't let me have.
Oh, she angry.
You disappointed me last time, so you don't get to choose what happens next.
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap. Run. Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance.
Oh shit, here we go.
Hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
Good. You reach the ledge
Alright,
and
here we
hoist
go.
yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
Are we even going to fight out here? Or is she just gonna burst out of the cabin and just get yoked into the shifting mound?
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same? Little bird, where do you think you're going?
We're almost there. Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there. And we'll take the fight with us.
Let's go.
Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass.
Oh.
Glance back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. You are walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it.
There's nothing left
Get it
to
right.
slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me. Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head.
Do it. Be swift, strike true, be where she's not. Let your body move you.
Say,
You leap from the grass and bound towards the princess, keeping low.
let's fight.
Charging me head on. Brave and foolish.
Her body braces for impact, anticipating the clash.
But
That's where you're both wrong. Left, now! As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly. Strike. Before
Okay,
you can
Hunted.
finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again. Right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh.
ooh,
It's nothing. A scratch. Yes, it could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned. We're actually going to pull this off, aren't we?
Hunter knows his stuff. Don't jinx us, hero.
You just might. But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Yes, finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
Oh,
The two of you engage. in
Oh,
a
she's
devastating flow of
living.
blows, each of you wounding the other again and again. She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers.
oh, yep.
She's slowing down, blood pouring from wounds, splattering at her feet, leaving her weak and unsteady.
She's looking more uncertain.
More! Keep going, we can't stop, now! You spy an
Oh.
opening.
Oh,
She's
uh-oh.
waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep,
Bear hug
trapping you in
time.
place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms.
I can Gregor.
Slammed to the ground. Nothing! These blows are nothing to us!
Oh, okay.
But her
Which is
gambit wasn't enough to close the gap.
Whew.
It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
Oh. Here it comes. That's it.
You've outplayed me, haven't you? Something feels wrong. Something.
And? Then what happens?
Oh. Alright. We've won. Just like that. Wide open field. We lured a hulking foe to advantageous terrain and won. You don't have the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. But before, you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. That thing reeks of death. Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
We'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so.
We're gonna be kind to our voices.
I trust you. I'd like to be somewhere nice. Maybe there'll be a good fight there. Maybe we'll find her again.
We'll find you a good fight. Stubborn and Hunted make a good team. As short as this fight may have played out as, mainly because we cut out a lot of fluff, and this princess very much did not want to talk. Just said, "Fuck this shit, let's fight." As short as it was, it's really interesting in a tactical sense. Seeing how well Hunted and Stubborn worked in an actual strategic fight. Approach the mirror. Gaze. Silence as they reach forward. They've gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You're withering. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. See to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Oh, sorry. My chair's getting real noisy today.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Thank you. Why? What did it bring me? Any thoughts on this vessel?
This one remembers a spark lost in time, and she would stop at nothing to reclaim it. She will make for a burning heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally remembered what she thought she'd lost.
Okay.
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
Three more.
You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
Alright, ready to go back.
I long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die.